The flower's dying. It needs water.
Say the same thing.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
You're pushing yourself too hard.
It's locked.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have met Lady Ashbury.
She's a fascinating woman, wouldn't you agree?
I feel like I've been played. Why did you hide from me her afflicted nature?
Lady Ashbury is a cherished friend of mine. I would not betray her secrets without her consent. Come to the rescue of a damsel in distress. I ask nothing more.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar. I cannot enter.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Good evening, Milton. I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Doctor.
Is our little mystery closer?
I think of nothing.
My situation is dead.
It is now or never.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new...
I see.
You mu-
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Another night.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
Have you seen a strange...
I've never...
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I thought last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Spare your obedient slave.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan...
Well,
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
let me get...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Scoffs on every street corner. The daily
Simpletons, these nurses. Bred with no respect. Must prove what we are capable of. It is now or never.
zum Teufel muss man gehen? Ich verstehe nicht. Ganz ehrlich. Das ist 54 Meter. Warte mal die Karte. Du, es ist ganz hinten, ne? Das ist echt komisch, weil ich sehe, dass ich in diese Richtung bin. Warte mal, jetzt schaue ich mal diese Richtung, dann. Ja. Das ist echt komisch, ja. Was heißt das? Eine Verräter im Krankenhaus, aha. Hilfe-Lady, finde Schwester, aha. Aha. Nee, kapiere es nicht, Mann. Was ist?
Please, sir.
What's going on? I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir.
How long have you been searching for him? Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the...
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
It's locked, all right.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me... Good evening, sir.
Damn. The pain. Time has lost its effect on me.
Best stay back, sir! Dive! Get him off his right! Filthy fucking beast! It's head! Don't worry, we're safe. No one is here. Relax. No one is here. Relax. It's mine! I'll take it. It's an inch!
Wo bin ich jetzt? Oh, bin ich schon weg. Dann, Leute, ich kapiere nicht dieser Ort. Nee. Bin schon ziemlich auf die andere Seite, du. Ich muss zurück. Ich bin im total falschen Ort. Bin ich völlig in die falschen Ort. Muss ich irgendwie diese Richtung, ne? Dann gehe ich zu dem Punkt, ne? Das muss hier sein, nein. Nee, oder? Es muss hier sein. Es ist eine Kranke.
Relax. Don't worry, we're safe. Don't worry, we're safe. Don't worry, we're safe. No one is here. Relax.
Warte mal. Stimmt etwas nicht, Leute.
It's one of them! Oh! Filthy pieces!
Irgendwie da unten, ne? Oder? Alles klar. Ne? Oder? Es muss hier sein irgendwo, ne? Schau mal, jetzt bin ich genau auf dem Punkt, ne? Tja dann. Aber was heißt finden Sie in dem Bereich? Finden Sie im... Finden... Dorothy, okay, in diesem Bereich.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Nee, Leute, ich kapiere es nicht. Dorothy in diesem Bereich. Echt komisch.
We've dodged death so many times.
Oh, wo denn? Leute, ich kapiere es nicht. Echt komisch, du. Echt komisch. Was denn? Ist diese Richtung bin ich genau richtig, oder? Jetzt muss ich irgendwie diese Richtung... Teufel ist diese Dorothy, warte mal. Das ist nicht Dorothy, ne. Wer sind die beiden Männer da unten? Zeig mal. Oder was sind die? Warte mal. Ne, die ist niemand. Unbekannt. Ja, da ist Dorothy. Und wie kann ich zu ihr? Hä? Mann, wie kann ich mit ihr reden? Ich weiß es nicht. Ich kann nicht... Achso.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see
Jetzt
someone at the
belauschen.
hospital.
Ich musste sie belauschen.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Ich muss ihn verfolgen. Mhm. Polarkanalisation. Die Gegenstand muss ich finden.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Ich glaube, er ist schon gestorben hier irgendwo. Das kann sein, dass er schon tot ist, ne?
die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
So ist er noch hier?
Are you sure you're all right?
Yes, I'll be...
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. What sort of creature is this? Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
I really must find.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Better go home.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
Get them weapons ready! We found one! We have them!
Ist nicht hier. Diese Brücke durch. Genau richtig. Es muss genau diese Brücke sein. Genau richtig. Das gehe ich richtig, ja. Genau richtig.
This one's mine!
Jetzt habe ich wirklich Übung. Jetzt habe ich gar keine Angst mehr. Und jetzt wie? Okay.
It's one of them!
Don't take its head! See it? Fuck its boss! Take a breath of this!
Die, Verdi! He's mine! I'll take it! That leech is mine!
I cannot enter.
Jetzt kann ich wirklich kämpfen. Jetzt geht es wirklich super gut. So, wo ist es? Ich muss zurück und dann... Aha. Na gut, dann krieg ich die noch. fazla.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Çok geöffnet.
Another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
You're being manipulated by these criminals. What's worse is that you're clever enough to know better.
You're all fancy.
Goodbye, young man.
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away. What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Good evening, my...
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
It's time to see if this...
Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Es concretas, okay.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now, goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Aha, belauschen. Genau.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be from Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barry.
There is no protection against malevolence and trickery. You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the true horror around you.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain nurse...
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Wow. Wow.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town.
Really? Are you an artist of...
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but...
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Okay. schon mal gefunden.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask... I know what you're thinking. Very well. Goodbye then.
Ah, sie ist stumm. Vielleicht sie ist stumm. In diesem Bereich. Mhm. Was denn? Finden?
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Very well. Goodbye then. It's locked, all right.
Dem Anwohner.
Hello
Ich
again.
weiß nicht. Ich weiß es nicht. Sie redet nicht. Ich weiß nicht, was da los ist.
Camellia, I know you understand. Very well. Goodbye then.
Sie kann nichts. Also. Ah, Briefkasten. Aha. Ein Briefkasten. Aha. Aha, okay.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know a game you pay for these.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though. If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I shared many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate it.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire.
Oh.
It's a free country again.
I am also from Hungary.
I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor.
I come from also Hungary.
See a dark future ahead for my people.
Oh, Hungary was also vampires. No, not really, huh?
How did you meet? Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Dorothy muss ich finden. In diesem kleinen Ort, wie kann man sie finden? Finde Dorothy. Wie kann es sein? Vielleicht ist sie draußen. Keine Ahnung.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Okay, jetzt lässt er mich mehr inne. Aha. Aber Dorothy ist nicht hier. Also ich weiß nicht, wo ist sie? Gehen wir raus.
I cannot enter. Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Ja.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Ich verstehe es nicht. Wo nehme ich die Sachen? Da geht man raus. Es gibt 2 Türen, aha.
I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Aspirin and salicin, you say? Why not some warm milk and a kiss on the cheek? Where are the quinine salts?
Tried buying, borrowing, even stealing. There's none to be found, Doctor.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Don't question me, nurse. I need a drain. Now.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. Yes. I have this, nurse. Allow me to finish the procedure alone. I need the room.
I'd prefer to stay and see this through. This is my patient, Doctor. I have needle and thread for stitching the wound.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
It's a leech! Kill it! Watch it! It's a killer! Snuff it, leech! Are you deaf?
The answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. This is despicable. can't believe I'm doing this.
Krankenhaus.
I have this thirst for blood.
Kill it, boy! There's one of them burning. Those vermin, boys! It's too fucking fast! Shit, that leech is fast! Die, vermin!
Was? Warte mal. Muss schon einen Weg geben, ne? Zeig mal. Also hier, ja. Warte mal, ne? Und hier. Ja, genau. Hier durch. Und genau, wir sind gleich da. Okay, wir sind fast da, glaube ich. Warte. Ja, genau. Super. Super, 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 super. Was muss ich im Hospital machen?
It's locked.
Wo ist Lady? Suchen. Okay, was ist? Erstellen. Was ist Erlatte? Bericht.
come back later.
Time has lost its effect on me.
Like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Verstehe nicht, Mann.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Ah, da ist Lady. Wie heißt sie? Aha, sie ist draußen. Ah, sie ist draußen, aha. Okay. Ah, sie ist draußen, ja, genau. Ja, da ist irgendwo da, ja, genau. Gut. Das muss irgendwo hier sein. Warte mal. Wo ist sie denn? Genau, da irgendwo. Aha. Achso, da rein. Ah, da rein. Ah, sie ist in Vampyr.
I would ask you to avert your eyes.
I knew it.
Speak up, Doctor.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm.
We are vampires. We live by leeching the blood from weaker prey. We are Darwin's next chapter. His cynical and perhaps
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this.
Lady Ash,
well, you
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.